Steph Curry's return tonight against the Los Angeles Lakers is big news for the Golden State Warriors. After sitting out their last preseason game, a comfortable 111-93 win over the Detroit Pistons, Curry is ready to get back on the court. While he missed that game due to a jammed finger, there's some speculation that his absence wasn't entirely tied to the injury. Draymond Green, another key veteran for the Warriors, also didn't play in that game, but he was rested for precautionary reasons, without any reported injury. Curry sustained the finger injury earlier in the preseason when he got it caught while guarding a player. In his pre-game media availability on Tuesday, Curry spoke with The Athletic's Anthony Slater and clarified that, while the injury is still lingering, it's not serious enough to keep him from playing. "I feel it, but I can play," Curry said confidently. "I can't re-injure it unless I do something crazy." This statement from Curry seems to ease any major concerns the team or the fans might have had about his health heading into the regular season. For the Warriors, having Curry healthy and performing at his best is absolutely critical. Last season was a reminder of how important it is to keep their star players on the court, especially as the team ages. Curry, in particular, remains the engine that drives their success. While other players like Draymond Green and Andrew Wiggins play pivotal roles, it's Curry's ability to score, create plays, and control the game that ultimately dictates how far the Warriors can go in any given season. As Curry inches closer to his 36th birthday, health is always going to be a topic of conversation. Injuries become more of a concern as players get older, especially when they've accumulated the kind of mileage Curry has over the course of his illustrious career. The Warriors are keenly aware of this, and they're likely to be more cautious with his minutes this season, especially during the preseason and early stages of the regular season. But based on Curry's own words, the finger injury appears to be more of an annoyance than a real threat to his performance or availability. Curry has a history of dealing with injuries, and Warriors fans are well aware of how much those setbacks can affect the team's chances. Over the past few seasons, the Warriors have learned the hard way that when Curry is out, their championship hopes take a massive hit. That's why his health is such a focal point, and any time he has a minor issue, whether it's a jammed finger or anything else, it tends to grab headlines. Fortunately, this time, the news seems relatively positive. Curry's reassurances, combined with the team's general confidence, suggest that this is just a minor bump in the road. That said, while Curry's return to the court is great news, the Warriors have other things to consider as they continue their preseason campaign. One of the main storylines this preseason has been how the Warriors will manage their roster and rotation, particularly when it comes to their aging stars. Players like Draymond Green, and even Curry himself are entering the twilight years of their careers, and managing their minutes will be crucial for keeping them fresh for a potential playoff run. Head coach Steve Kerr has already hinted that he may give some of the veterans more rest this season, especially in back-to-back games or during long road trips. This preseason has been an opportunity for the Warriors to experiment with different lineups and give their younger players more minutes. Players like Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, and rookie Brandon Podziemski are looking to make their mark and earn more consistent roles in the regular season. Kuminga, in particular, has had some strong performances so far in the preseason and could be a key player off the bench this year. The more depth the Warriors can develop, the easier it will be to manage the minutes of Curry and other veterans. As for Curry, he hasn't quite found his rhythm yet this preseason, though it's not something the team or fans are particularly worried about. Through 3 preseason games, Curry has averaged just 9.3 points, 1.3 rebounds, and 2.3 assists while playing only 15.1 minutes per game. His shooting percentages are also below his usual elite standards, 39.1% from the field and 28.6% from beyond the arc. But these are small sample sizes, and Curry's limited playing time makes it hard to draw any real conclusions. After all, this is the greatest shooter the game has ever seen, and a few off nights in preseason are hardly cause for concern. It's not unusual for star players to ease their way into preseason action. The preseason is less about putting up big numbers and more about getting into game shape, working on chemistry with teammates, and fine-tuning different aspects of the game. For Curry, the goal is simply to shake off any rust, get comfortable on the court, and avoid any further injuries. Once the regular season starts, it's a safe bet that he'll quickly return to his MVP-caliber form. Despite the lower-than-usual stats this preseason, Curry's presence on the court changes everything for the Warriors. His gravity as a shooter, meaning the way defenders have to constantly account for him no matter where he is on the floor, opens up opportunities for his teammates. Even when Curry isn't shooting at his best, his ability to draw defenders creates open looks for players like Wiggins and Green. This is why the Warriors are still so dangerous, even in games when Curry isn't lighting it up from three. The question for Golden State, as always, is how long they can sustain this level of play with their aging core. The team is still built around Curry, Green, and Thompson, but with each passing year, the need to develop younger talent becomes more pressing. The Warriors are hoping that players like Kuminga, Moody, and even Chris Paul, who joined the team in a surprising off-season trade, can help carry the load and reduce the pressure on Curry and the other veterans. As the Warriors prepare for the regular season, all eyes will be on Curry to see how he looks in extended minutes. His finger injury may have caused a brief hiccup, but based on his own words, it's nothing to worry about. The key for Curry and the Warriors will be staying healthy and managing their minutes wisely over the course of the long season. If Curry can avoid any major injuries and play at the level we've come to expect, the Warriors will once again be a force to be reckoned with in the Western Conference. So, as Curry steps onto the court tonight against the Lakers, Warriors fans can breathe a sigh of relief. Their star is back, and while it's just the preseason, it's always a good sign when Curry is out there doing what he does best. The road ahead won't be easy, but with Curry leading the way, the Warriors' championship aspirations remain very much alive. Andrew Wiggins is set to make his much-anticipated return to the court for his first preseason appearance with the Golden State Warriors this Tuesday night in Las Vegas. After being sidelined by a lingering illness that caused him to miss the team's first 4 games, Wiggins is finally ready to suit up and rejoin his teammates. His absence had been felt, but not entirely unexpected, as the illness prevented him from participating fully in training camp. Wiggins entered camp in excellent shape, but the setback disrupted his early preparation for the season. Despite being sidelined, Wiggins managed to keep up with light shooting drills while wearing a mask, though he was unable to participate fully in team activities. Now that Wiggins is returning, his presence will be a welcome addition to a Warriors team that has been dealing with various injuries and experimenting with different lineups throughout the preseason. The team has used the opportunity to test combinations of players, a necessity due to the absence of key contributors. Notably, Steph Curry missed Sunday's win over the Detroit Pistons after jamming his right index finger in a previous game, but he is expected to play on Tuesday night. Rookie guard Brandon Podziemski, on the other hand, will remain sidelined after breaking his nose during the preseason. These injuries have caused the coaching staff to juggle the roster, but with Wiggins returning, the Warriors can begin to solidify their rotation. For Wiggins, the primary concern at the moment isn't his role on the team, it's his conditioning. The illness forced him to halt his usual workout routine, which is a critical aspect of maintaining peak performance. At 29 years old, Wiggins is entering what should be the prime years of his career, but as he acknowledged, you lose it fast when you get sick. The Warriors are now putting him through what they refer to as the ramping up process, which is designed to gradually rebuild his conditioning and get him back to game shape. "I've been doing a lot of extra work to get my conditioning back and get myself right," Wiggins told reporters, expressing confidence in his ability to return to form. This isn't the first time Wiggins has had to deal with conditioning issues. Last season, a rib fracture suffered during the playoffs against the Los Angeles Lakers limited his ability to train during the summer. That injury lingered for much of the off-season, preventing Wiggins from engaging in high-intensity workouts. In addition to the rib issue, Wiggins also experienced a series of unfortunate injuries, including slamming his finger in a car door and spraining his ankle. These setbacks compounded his struggles to get back to full strength. Despite these challenges, Wiggins managed to miss only 11 games last season, though it was clear early on that he wasn't playing at his peak. This summer, the Warriors made the strategic decision to keep Wiggins from participating in the Olympic Games with Team Canada, primarily to avoid the risk of further injury. The team wanted to ensure that Wiggins would be healthy and ready for the upcoming NBA season. However, the decision sparked rumors that the Warriors were exploring trade options involving Wiggins. These rumors were fueled by speculation that the team might be looking to shake up its roster, but no deal materialized, and Wiggins remains a key part of the Warriors' plans. In addition to the physical challenges he faced, Wiggins also had to cope with significant personal issues. The passing of his father, Mitchell Wiggins, weighed heavily on him. Mitchell's health had been in decline for some time, and his medical condition was the reason Andrew took 2 leaves of absence from the team in recent seasons. Losing his father was a devastating blow, and Wiggins has had to process that grief while trying to maintain his professional focus. The illness that sidelined him this preseason was just one more obstacle in what has been a particularly difficult period for the former #1 overall pick. As Wiggins prepares to return to action, the Warriors are eager to see how he performs in a competitive setting, even if it's just a preseason game. His return is particularly timely, as the team is navigating through injuries and lineup adjustments. With Klay Thompson still out, the Warriors are looking to Wiggins to provide the scoring punch they'll need as they head into the regular season. His ability to contribute on both ends of the court makes him a crucial part of the team's success, and his performance will be closely monitored. One of the key storylines this season will be how Wiggins integrates with the rest of the roster, particularly alongside Jonathan Kuminga. The Warriors are working to find the best lineup combinations, and Wiggins' versatility as a two-way player gives them a valuable asset. His ability to defend multiple positions and score from a variety of spots on the floor will be essential as the team looks to build on its preseason experiments and prepare for the challenges of the regular season. For now, the focus will be on how well Wiggins handles the pace of an NBA game after missing time due to illness. Conditioning is always a concern when a player is sidelined for an extended period, and the preseason offers Wiggins a chance to ease back into the flow of the game. The Warriors have depth on the wing, with players like Moses Moody and Gary Payton II available to step in, but there's no doubt that the team's best version involves a fully healthy and effective Wiggins. In terms of shooting, the Warriors have been performing well from beyond the arc during the preseason. However, a significant portion of their success this season will depend on Wiggins being able to contribute both offensively and defensively. The Warriors are at their best when Wiggins is at his most aggressive, attacking the rim, hitting mid-range shots, and locking down opposing players on defense. As the team prepares for the regular season, there's cautious optimism that Wiggins will regain his rhythm and avoid the injuries and setbacks that hampered him last year. His ability to stay healthy and in peak condition will be vital to the Warriors' success as they seek to contend for another championship. While the preseason games may not carry much weight in terms of standings, they are crucial for Wiggins as he works his way back to full strength. Ultimately, the Warriors' championship aspirations are tied to the performances of their core players, and Wiggins is a key part of that core. His return to the lineup is an important step in the team's journey toward the regular season, and fans will be watching closely to see if he can get back to the form that made him such a valuable contributor during the team's 2022 championship run. As the game tips off in Las Vegas, the stakes might be low in the short term, but for Wiggins and the Warriors, this is the beginning of a critical stretch. Can the Warriors rely on Wiggins to deliver at his best this season? With the game taking place in Vegas, it feels appropriate to say, that's what they're betting on. Buddy Hield has joined the Golden State Warriors in a strategic move following the departure of Klay Thompson during free agency. Previously with the Philadelphia 76ers, Hield is known across the NBA as one of the league's top sharpshooters, boasting a career three-point shooting percentage of 40%. His accuracy from beyond the arc places him among the elite, right next to the iconic Stephen Curry. This duo will make life difficult for opposing defenses, who must now contend with two of the most lethal shooters in the game. Even the smallest lapse in coverage could lead to another three-pointer for Golden State. Hield's arrival comes at a critical time for the Warriors, as they look to maintain their competitive edge in the wake of Thompson's departure. In a recent preseason game against the Detroit Pistons, Hield showcased exactly why the Warriors wanted him. Despite logging just 13 minutes on the floor, he made a huge impact, hitting 4 of 6 three-point attempts and tallying a solid 12 points. It was a small sample size, but one that demonstrated Hield's value to the team. Initially, there were questions about how Hield would fit into the Warriors' highly structured offensive system. Known for its emphasis on ball movement, spacing, and timing, Golden State's offense can take some time for new players to adapt to. However, Hield has quickly proven he can thrive within this system. His ability to play off the ball allows him to complement playmakers like Curry and the young Brandon Podziemski. Hield's knack for finding open spots on the court and creating space for himself is a perfect fit for the Warriors' motion-heavy offense. Tracy Jackson-Davis, a teammate of Hield's, has already expressed his admiration for the new addition. He's got a cannon. When I'm on the court with him, I'm always trying to figure out where he's going to be. He puts a ton of pressure on defenses. He's been on fire lately. Jackson-Davis, who played alongside Klay Thompson for a season, recognizes the importance of having an elite shooter on the floor. Thompson's contributions to the Warriors over the past decade are irreplaceable, but talents like Hield are ready to step up and contribute in significant ways under head coach Steve Kerr. Jackson-Davis continued, noting that shooting the basketball in this organization translates fast. That sentiment highlights the expectations for Hield's role in the Warriors' offensive structure. While replacing Thompson is an impossible task, Hield brings his own unique skill set to the team. He won't be asked to replicate Thompson's defensive prowess, but his ability to stretch the floor and hit from deep makes him an asset. Golden State's system relies heavily on unselfish play, quick ball movement, and high basketball IQ. Hield's ability to stretch the floor is crucial, especially when paired with Curry. The duo creates an almost unsolvable puzzle for opposing defenses. If teams overcommit to stopping Curry, they risk leaving Hield open, and vice versa. This dynamic makes the Warriors' offense even more dangerous. Hield's shooting prowess is well documented. Throughout his career, he's been known for punishing defenses that give him too much space. What makes him even more valuable in Golden State's system is his ability to move without the ball, navigating screens and finding open looks. This ability fits perfectly with Kerr's philosophy, as the Warriors' offense thrives on constant motion and finding high-percentage shots. With Hield's skill set, defenders are stretched thin, which opens up opportunities for his teammates to score as well. There were some early concerns about Hield's ability to adapt to the Warriors' fast-paced style of play, both in terms of conditioning and basketball IQ. However, those concerns have been laid to rest. Hield's fitness has allowed him to keep up with Golden State's up-tempo offense, and his quick release fits seamlessly into their offensive schemes. His ability to shoot efficiently in transition or off screens makes him a perfect addition to the Warriors' high-energy attack. As the Warriors continue to work through the preseason, Hield's role within the team will become even more defined. With veteran stars like Curry, Draymond Green, and Andrew Wiggins leading the charge, and young players like Jonathan Kuminga and Podziemski contributing valuable minutes, the Warriors are well positioned for another deep playoff run. Hield's shooting will be a key factor in how far this team can go. Golden State's next test comes on Tuesday when they face off against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers currently sit at 1-2 in the preseason, while the Warriors remain undefeated at 4-0. This matchup will give Steve Kerr another chance to experiment with different lineups and allow Hield more opportunities to build chemistry with his new teammates. As the regular season approaches, Hield's integration into the Warriors' offense will be crucial in determining their success. Hield's value to the Warriors goes beyond his impressive shooting statistics. His mere presence on the floor forces defenses to make tough choices, opening up driving lanes for players like Curry, Wiggins, and even Kuminga. By stretching the floor, Hield makes it easier for his teammates to score, adding another layer of complexity to the Warriors' already potent offense. In addition to his offensive contributions, Hield's veteran experience brings a sense of composure to the team. Having spent several years in the NBA, he knows how to perform in high-pressure situations. His ability to hit clutch shots and make smart decisions in close games will be invaluable, particularly in the playoffs when every possession becomes critical. The addition of Buddy Hield signals a new era for the Golden State Warriors. While Klay Thompson's departure marks the end of a chapter, Hield's arrival opens up exciting possibilities for the team moving forward. His shooting, combined with his ability to fit seamlessly into the Warriors system, makes him an ideal complement to the team's core of players. With the regular season just around the corner, the Warriors are optimistic about what Hield can bring to the table. Although there are still questions about how Hield will perform over the course of a full season with the Warriors, the early signs are promising. His fit within the system appears natural, and as he continues to build chemistry with Curry, Green, and the rest of the team, the sky's the limit for this group. Whether it's knocking down threes or stretching the floor to create opportunities for others, Hield's presence will have a ripple effect throughout the Warriors lineup. Fans of Golden State have every reason to be excited about the upcoming season. With Hield on board, the Warriors' offensive firepower is unmatched, and the team looks poised for another title run. As the season progresses, Hield's ability to adapt and contribute will be one of the key storylines to watch. Whether it's his shooting, his basketball IQ, or his veteran leadership, Buddy Hield is set to make a significant impact on the Warriors in the months to come.